welcome to our channel Coffee with Codes. Today we have brought a very interesting video on HR interview questions. In this video, we'll be discussing the most asked HR interview questions. We were getting a lot of messages and comments from you guys to make a video on HR interview, as this video will be very useful and helpful if you are going to sit for the HR interview for any MNC company, whether it's TCS, whether it's Wipro, whether it's INFOSYS, Cognizant, Capgemini, IBM, any company. These are the basic questions that you will face in any HR interview question. So do not forget to watch this video till the end, as there is a surprise for you in the end, and learn how to face the HR interview questions. The first and the most common question in any interview is introduce yourself. This is a question which is not only asked in a HR round, but you may face this question even if in your technical rounds. So guys, please prepare this question very well. First and foremost thing to know or to ask this question is, the interviewer wants you to be comfortable. No other topic can make you comfortable rather than speaking about yourself. And the second and the trickiest part of this question is, if you cannot present yourself in a good way, then it comes as a negative impression for you. Because it is seen many a times in this introduction phase, they will grab some portion and will ask you the further question. So guys, try to be very tactful. So now comes, how will you introduce yourself? The first and foremost thing for this question is, tell about yourself. It should come in a sequence way. Tell your name, then from where have you come from, then your education background, your likes, your dislike, and you can tell about your strengths and weakness as well, but do not try to cover up your weakness in this part. But it is also seen in some interview, the interviewer focuses and asks you, please add the weakness as well. In that case, you have to add it. So what you have to say? First about yourself, your name, then from where have you come from, then your education background, your likes, dislikes, your strength, your weakness. And a very good way to end this introduction is, try to find one quote that connects you, that connects with your principle. If you summarize with a quote, you introduce yourself, it is a brilliant technique which will leave a very good impression on the interviewer. So what you need to do is, it's kind of a homework to you. Just go and Google it out, some good quotes. When you are introducing, after the introduction, you just add it. I am a firm believer of, in this way you can say any quote that really will give a twist to your introduction. Second, there is another kind of introduce yourself that comes to you. Sometimes the interviewer will specifically mention some points to you. Like in the introduction, please tell me about your likes, dislikes, hobbies. So in that way, you should cover all the points that the interviewer has told you or mentioned, and then you can add your quotes or anything that you want to focus on or you want your interviewer to know. If your hobbies or any strength is very much relevant to the need of the job, do not forget to tell that. It is nothing wrong in telling about yourself. Until unless your interviewer tells you to stop, do not stop it. But it should not exceed a certain limit. So try to prepare from your home a 1 to 2 or 3 minutes of introduction. 3 minutes is a very good way. Then you can frame yourself, and the interviewer will think that you have a good command on your communication as well. So this is a tip from my side, a quote you can use, and please be very brief and the answer should be very crisp. Now let's move on to the next question. What are your greatest weakness? This is a question which really leaves any person in front of the interviewer in a confused state, because you will always have a fear that your weakness may give a negative impression about yourself. Guys, this is a question which does not need emotion, it just need your wit. What you have to do is you have to very well tackle this kind of questions. So when this kind of question comes in, please say something which is irrelevant to your job. Your weakness should not be relevant to the job. For example, you should never say that I am not punctual, or I am lazy, or I love sleeping. This kind of thing you should not mention. You can say I am foodie, or I am a cleanliness freak. This kind of thing does not impact on your job. So try to choose a weakness which do not have any connection with the job you are opting for. Otherwise, it can give a negative impression. So guys, in this question, you have to handle it very tactfully. So moving on to the next question. But before that, if you like this video, do not forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed our channel, then do subscribe and fill a form in the description which will give you a link to our WhatsApp group. And let me tell you that WhatsApp group is really helpful for everyone who is preparing for the job. So subscribe our channel and gives us a big thumbs up. So now moving on to the next question. Why do you want to join our company? This is also one of the common questions that you face in an interview. When an interviewer is asking this question, the interviewer will always be very curious to know how much you know about the company that you are sitting. So, to answer this question, you have to do your homework properly. Before going for any interview, you should know about the company very well. In which sector the company is working on, some of the project that the company is having, the revenue that the company is generating, the places where it has spread, and some of the key features of the company. So to know this, you have to do a little research on the company, and for all of your benefit, we have made a different videos on different companies. So before going on to an interview, you can just check on our videos of Cognizant, Capgemini, INFOSYS, TCS, and you will know about the companies in a detailed way. In that way, when they ask you such questions, so to answer this question, what you can do, you can tell about the company at the beginning. Any companies, you can tell, sir, this company is this, which is very relevant to what I'm searching for. The skill set which is required by a company is exactly matching with my skill set. So in that way, so you can say that how the company and you both will be benefited by each other. This is a question which you need a lot of research. So to research this, as I mentioned, you can go to our videos and watch it, and be very precise but very crisp. So moving on to the next question, we have, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? This is also a very common question, but at the same time, this question reflects your interest for the job profile. A company will always want to take employees who will stay for the longer duration or the time period. So guys, if you have such plans like to do your business or do MBA, do not disclose it here. There is always a good way to put some layers before presenting your answers. So you can always go for research the post that you can get in the company in 5 years that will look as a very practical answer. Like you can say, if you're opting for an IT company, you can say, I will see myself in 5 years as a project lead position, which is very much practically true. If you say like this that I want to become an entrepreneur or something, it will give a negative effect, because no company will hire an employee who is not going to stay for a longer duration. So guys, please try to handle this question and try to tell something very practical answer which is related to the company itself. Moving on to the next question. Do you have any question for me? This question is very important. This is the last chance that you have to impress your interviewer. Many of you miss this chance by telling that no, I don't have, or asking a very stupid question. But guys, this question also can reflect your interest for the company. You can ask like this, that what are the skill set that I'll be requiring for the job profile, or anything I have to learn, any kind of questions, but it should be something related, and something effective question should come it from you. Even you can ask about your feedback if you are opting as a first interview or something, but according to me it is much better if you are asking something related to the job profile. That gives a good impression. This was all from my side as of today, but as I have told you that there was a surprise for you, let me disclose the surprise to you. It's a book that we have made most important HR question to crack an interview with detailed tips and tricks. In this book, you will get many such questions with a detailed explanation of how to answer in any interview flawlessly. So guys, if you are facing any problem with the HR question, do go to our web store and buy this book. Click in the description below for the link and directly go to our web store to buy this book. And trust me, this book will really help you, as it has a detailed explanation on all the questions, including those which I have answered you today. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe our channel, and do press the bell icon. Bye bye. All the very best for your interviews.